Hi everyone, this is an introduction to my ship, the Auberjonois. This is the second one I built. It's two balloon cores and not fully extended. I have a little bit of expansion that I could do. Essentially, the main body is 6 wide by 5 deep. That's a silver. I went with that just for like a Airstream camper old school look. And then the front part in red, that's the cockpit and the extension before the cockpit. And I picked that out because that gives really good visibility while landing. So jumping down, it's pretty much the same on both sides. I have a filtering auto extractor on each side of this, and storage on one side for just the metals and synthetics, and on the other side is copper and glass. Both sides also have a deck extractor because you can't always count on the auto filtering extractor to pull out things from uh, places where the copper is kind of hidden a little bit. So I can pull that as well. Have a docking plank on both sides, as you can see. Additionally, on this side, I have just a small storage box with just the solid state batteries so that I can run back and forth to power those up as needed. The cockpit, essentially this is it, double wide, but I expanded it out one section just so that I have windows to either side, and then another section so that I have doors on either side, and that's worked out really well for visibility because as I'm steering, I can see just about everything with the least obstructed view possible. A little bit of decoration to either side. I have my radar over here that I can walk up to and see very clearly. And then when I'm steering, it's nice to be able to take what I've learned over there and just look down over here and kind of get a smaller view, and it's completely out of the way. I really like that. Behind the cockpit is a double wide hallway with a lot of decoration and storage. I have so much storage here that haven't even touched some of it. Have a couple new posters on one side and the old school poster on this side. Same on the opposite side. Just some more decorations and posters, and I haven't even started filling up that storage. To this side, that's my access to the second level and my charging station. Over here, I have the dark walnut flooring, and I think the wall color is honey. But to this side, this is kind of my workshop. I have storage with power and repair patches and helium. Just the basics that you use all the time over here, and then epoxy because I don't know, need 10 times more epoxy for whatever reason. Some more decoration areas on a shelf, empty storage. I now have an excess of the energy crystals and helium over here. More decorations, just a desk and a chair. And and various machinery. I have 4 fabricators on this side and 3 water production sections here. Yeah, it's just kind of over the top in a lot of ways. And then 4 more fabricators over here, 3 more water extractors or water purifiers on this side. And this is kind of my biolab area. Have a couple of freezers. Oops, those spoiled. For when I go on a binge, pulling out all of the flowers that are needed to build paints. Oh boy, whole lot of spoiled stuff. Up here, I have 100 dirty water bottles, the large 20 size, and lots of arrows that I've never made one of those. I just pick them up when I'm in the underdust. Recycler, and just more decoration. Storage is empty water bottles that I might need, might not. Probably ought to toss those overboard. Kind of biological stuff, the dust daisies, some viruses, mantis glands, oxygen boosters over here, just as I have extra. This is the paint storage and all of the biomass and more paint storage and plant resin, plant oil. Right this minute I have more than I would ever need, which is nice to have after the struggle of just having the very basic ship when you start out. Here is some gnomes and garden statues. Over extra posters. This is some of the new stuff. This is like the quarters, the bedroom. Got a double wide bed and a low shelf, like a nightstand or something. Empty storage. More decoration. This is posters. This is posters, all the old stuff. I'm probably going to have to start tossing these things overboard eventually. All the garden gnomes times whatever. The first aid kits, which I don't think I've used more than 3 in a couple hundred hours of gameplay, and more posters and extra decoration items. Lots of hedgehogs and footballs and capybaras and frames and all that other stuff. I have more than I need. I'll have to start tossing those overboard eventually. This is the galley. I have 2 cookers, a table with decorations, even more water purification. A table with some more statues that are on display. Upper cabinets that are, the water you collect, the food you collect, the, what are these? Isotonic drinks and excess food and empty. Oh, there's another cooker that I could put out somewhere. Another empty storage box. Below the countertop is just more excess things that I've collected. I have everything I need for days and days and days. Over here I have boiled foods. So every once in a while I kind of go on a binge and just produce more than I would ever need, and then don't have to worry about it for a while. On the rear deck, I have water production. And that one's weird. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I can just keep putting condensers on top of this thing, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. Um, Condenser membranes. On the back is where I have my engines, and need to like start filling those up again. This is all my fuel in this storage cabinet. On the opposite side, I have a couple lures and or oh, what are these? I don't know. Whatever, but they're the lures for those, and a couple more engines. Going back inside and to the second floor, right this minute, that's just kind of my unfinished attic. Um, Before too long, I expect, as the the devs have said, we're going to get gardening that I could probably put up here, or whatever new machinery will go up here. I haven't really painted much. Um, Going outside, you can see I have two turbines on this side and a couple more on the other side. All of them pretty easy to access. I could probably put more storage out here if I needed it. So that's kind of nice. And to the rear, it's just easier access to the other turbines. They never get damaged because they're underneath the balloons. So that's kind of cool. And if I didn't want to access and fuel or repair the engines from below, I could do it from above. So that's the tour of my new ship, the Auberjonois. And I hope you enjoyed it. The bug seems to, with his toys that are scattered around and all the decorations and unnecessary chairs for just me, like I had a whole crew. But maybe eventually that will mean a little bit more. So, have a good night. Hope you enjoyed seeing what I did, and hope you have something cool you can show me. See ya!